Nestled within the dense emerald canopy of Nosara, Costa Rica, Kul-Nosara Residences sits quietly along the steep coastal hillsides. Designed by QBO3 Arquitectos, this project approaches the dramatic landscape not as an obstacle to be flattened, but as the foundational framework for the architecture itself. Comprising two independent contemporary beach homes, Mia and TURI, the development balances open-air communal living with intimate private sanctuaries. Natural materials, exposed structural elements, and climate-responsive design unite to create an authentic, modern tropical lifestyle framed by panoramic ocean views. From high above, the full scope of the intervention reveals how closely the two structures follow the natural contours of the mountain. A sweeping concrete driveway curves gracefully along the ridge, guiding movement between the twin homes while preserving existing trees. The roofs, one fitted with solar arrays to harvest the tropical sun, echo the topography below. Angular infinity pools cut crisp geometric lines into the sea of green, establishing water as a unifying centerpiece between the two residences. Descending closer to the canopy, the architectural language becomes a dialogue of light, shade, and structural weight. Cantilevered floor plates float over the hillside, while warm timber louvers filter the intense Costa Rican sun and maintain cross-ventilation. Below, dark stone infinity pools mirror the surrounding jungle and distant Pacific Ocean. Deep overhangs protect the open-air living decks from rain showers without obstructing the sweeping views. Set against the rugged backdrop of Nosara's coastal forest, the staggered positioning of the two volumes comes into sharp focus. By stepping the houses down the slope, each home retains an unobstructed sightline to the ocean, while guaranteeing complete acoustic and visual privacy for its inhabitants. Retaining walls built from local stone and board-formed concrete anchor the buildings into the earth, allowing the glass-wrapped living levels to feel light, weightless, and connected to the horizon. Understanding the spatial flow starts with the floor plan layout of the main pavilion. Here, the architectural strategy focuses on creating an uninterrupted axis between indoor cooking and dining spaces and the expansive outdoor pool deck. Service areas and circulation cores are tucked neatly along the solid hillside boundary, freeing up the ocean-facing side for full-height glazing and open-air transitions. Looking at the lower-level plan, the design adapts to the narrowing topography with a focused, linear organization. Covered parking and utility spaces are cut directly into the hillside, feeding into a streamlined open lounge and outdoor pool deck. The geometric pool hugs the edge of the building platform, serving as both a cooling thermal mass and a dramatic visual edge, extending out into the jungle. Moving upstairs to the private quarters, the floor plan shifts toward quiet solitude. Multiple bedroom suites are arranged along a light-filled central gallery, each featuring private ensuite bathrooms and direct access to exterior views. Strategic openings and light wells cut through the floor plate to ensure natural illumination and stack effect ventilation reach even the internal corridors. The master suite level plan represents the pinnacle of private indoor-outdoor living within the residence. The bedroom suite connects seamlessly to a large covered pergola deck and luxury bath zone. Deep cantilevered roof overhangs, shown in the drafting grid, shield the glass enclosures from thermal heat gain while framing expansive 180-degree ocean vistas. Arriving at the main entrance, raw architectural concrete and dark matte structural elements establish a sense of grounded permanence. A wide covered carport features a circular ceiling oculus, casting soft light down onto polished concrete steps. Recessed warm lighting tucked under step edges and ceiling alcoves welcomes guests, setting a serene, understated mood against the dark, forested backdrop at dusk. Ascending toward the main living level, a timber slat screen filters sunlight into dynamic geometric shadows across smooth concrete steps and rich teak decking. The louvered wall grants privacy while encouraging ocean breezes to flow freely through the entry corridor. Lush, broadleaf tropical plants nestle against the foundation walls, emphasizing the architectural intent to surround every movement through the house with natural greenery. Stepping into the main social pavilion, the distinction between indoor room and outdoor landscape instantly dissolves. Double-height ceilings and massive floor-to-ceiling glass sliding doors open the space to sweeping views of the Pacific horizon. A low-profile cream sectional sofa, dark wooden ceilings, and exposed steel columns create a grounded, serene living area. Warm afternoon light fills the room, highlighting the clean structural lines and neutral material palette. Anchoring the interior space is a floating wooden staircase set against a magnificent double-height travertine stone wall. Thick, solid wood treads cantilever off a dark steel spine, paired with minimal glass balustrades that maintain visual openness. At the base of the stairs, an indoor gravel bed with potted tropical flora brings tactile nature directly into the living room, bridging raw materials with refined interior craftsmanship. Looking back through the open main level from under the stair structure, the continuous ceiling plane connects living, dining, and kitchen zones into one cohesive experience. Full-height glass walls frame dense jungle foliage, giving the impression of lounging, floating in the trees. Soft, neutral floor tiles bounce ambient light across the room, while built-in dark wood cabinetry adds warm depth along the rear structural wall. Focusing on the seating arrangement, warm, organic textures curated throughout the living space invite relaxed interaction. Woven jute rugs, handcrafted wooden armchairs with woven webbing, and a low stone coffee table styled with coastal books create a tactile, barefoot luxury aesthetic. Just beyond the glass, the sparkling waters of the infinity pool lie parallel to the sofa, providing a constant visual connection to water and sky. Transitioning into the dining area, a massive live-edge wooden table serves as the natural center of communal gatherings. Surrounded by custom upholstered wood chairs, the table easily seats 10 guests while echoing the organic forms of the surrounding forest. A sleek ceiling fan circulates cool air, while full-height glass doors tuck neatly away into pocket walls, turning the indoor dining area into a shaded open-air pavilion. Looking down the length of the handcrafted timber dining table, fine grain patterns and natural edges highlight Costa Rica's rich woodworking traditions. Sculptural brass candle holders lined down the center add warm elegance to evening dinners. Behind the table, floor-to-ceiling glass windows framed by slender, dark aluminum mullions provide panoramic vistas over the pool deck and rolling green hills beyond. Adjacent to the dining area, the kitchen island features a smooth white quartz countertop, an integrated breakfast bar with natural wooden stools. Pendant glass fixtures cast focused light over the sink and prep space, while custom dark wood cabinetry houses professional appliances. When the glass sliding wall is retracted, the kitchen steps directly out onto the pool terrace, creating an effortless layout for entertaining while lounging by the water. Ascending to the upper private level, the master bedroom is designed as a serene sanctuary suspended high in the trees. Warm wood ceiling soffits and textured linen bedding create an inviting, peaceful atmosphere. A dark cylindrical column supports the cantilevered roof overhead, while full-height glass sliders open onto a spacious private balcony framed by frameless glass railings and ocean views. Stepping out onto the upper deck, low-profile woven loungers offer an ideal vantage point for watching the sunset over the Pacific Ocean. Rich, dark timber decking underfoot grounds the space in natural texture. Extensive glass balustrades preserve an uninterrupted line of sight over the infinity pool and lush tree canopy below, accentuating the home's cliffside elevated position. Looking closely at the roof construction, exposed dark steel I-beams support an overhead slatted wooden trellis. This architectural detail provides sun protection while creating rhythmic shadows across the upper planter beds. Lush elephant ear foliage and tropical grasses fill integrated concrete planters along the roofline, blending the crisp, modern structure into the surrounding jungle backdrop. From an overhead aerial perspective, the custom geometry of the swimming pool reveals how its form wraps around the lower terrace. Lined with dark natural stone tiles, the water takes on a deep turquoise hue that mimics nearby forest pools. In-water white loungers and an adjacent integrated spa tub offer varied options for relaxation, bounded by clean white concrete coping and dense green canopy. Stepping out onto the main pool deck during early afternoon, the smooth light gray tile flooring stays cool underfoot. Recessed tracks in the concrete floor show where full-height glass panels slide away completely, unifying the interior dining area with the poolside terrace. The infinity pool edge creates an illusory horizon line where crystal clear water appears to spill directly into the ocean air beyond. As late afternoon transitions to dusk, soft golden light casts long reflections across the narrow lap pool. Low beanbag loungers and wooden sunchaises line the edge of the terrace, encouraging quiet contemplation. The vast expanse of untouched tropical forest stretches all the way down to the Pacific coastline, bathed in the gentle glow of late afternoon sky. At dusk, the tactile quality of the exterior material palette becomes pronounced. Board-formed concrete walls, smooth stone tiles, and dark wood eaves catch the warm pink and orange hues of the sunset. Giant elephant ear leaves frame the lower building facade, creating a natural botanical border that softens the clean, minimalist edges of the architecture. Looking back along the pool terrace as twilight settles, warm internal lights begin to glow through the glass facades. The sharp, cantilevered structural corner floats dramatically over the pool coping below. Reflections of the evening sky flicker across the surface of the infinity pool, accentuating the tranquil, resort-like atmosphere of the home as night falls. As evening full embraces the hillside, the lap pool glows softly under the deep blue sky. Soft indoor ambient lighting reflects off the tall glass sliding panels, casting golden light across the poolside terrace. Quiet lounge seating along the edge provides an intimate spot to unwind while listening to the ambient sounds of the jungle as night settles over Nosara. Kul-Nosara Residences stands as a testament to how sensitive modern architecture can honor its environment. Rather than reshaping the land, QBO3 Arquitectos allowed the steep hillside to dictate the rhythm of the design, resulting in a sanctuary that feels deeply embedded in Costa Rica's living canopy. From the tactile honesty of its raw materials to the fluid balance between private retreats and communal water features, Maya and TURI offer a refined model for sustainable, climate-responsive coastal living.